Waste says please.
Oh, ligare salzis, es gemäht. Guten Tag.
Democrats are so used to the mainstream media just throwing alley-oops to them and letting them dunk every single policy question that they have, every little tiny interview that they do, from local news all the way to major CNN, MSNBC news interviews. These people are just used to just the reporters just hand feeding them bullshit so they can look good on TV. Even they get so confused, even the slightest bit of pushback, even the smallest little bit of a follow-up question can cause these Democrat politicians to absolutely lose their mind. So yes, we're talking about Democrat candidate for governor in California, Katie, what the hell is her name? What is it? Katie some shit, who fucking cares? Katie Porter, that's her name. So Gavin's not running, Kamala's not running, that shit's not happening. We got Katie Porter, and you know what? Her name recognition is everything. She's really going straight to the top here, guys, until she had an absolute crash out moment. And now we're going to visit a lot of her crash out moments. These people are absolutely disgusting. They can't even answer basic simple follow-ups. It's really awkward.
What do you say to the 40% of California voters who you'll need in order to win, who voted for Trump?
How would I need them in order to win, ma'am?
Well, unless you think you're going to get 60% of the vote. You think you'll get 60%. Everybody who did not vote for Trump will vote for you. That's what you're saying.
In a general election, yes. If it is me versus a Republican, I think that I will win the people who did not vote for Trump.
What if it's you versus another Democrat?
I don't intend that to be the case.
So how do you not intend that to be the case? Are you going to ask them not to run?
No, I'm saying I'm going to build the support. I have the support already in terms of name recognition.
You sure about that?
Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to do the very best I can to make sure that we get through this primary in a really strong position. But let me be clear with you. I represented Orange County. I represented a purple area. Mm-hmm. I have stood on my own 2 feet and won Republican votes before. That's not something every candidate in this race can say. If you're from a deep blue area, if you're from LA or you're from Oakland, you don't have an experience.
But you just said you don't need those Trump voters.
Well, you asked me if I needed them to win.
So you don't think
I feel like this is unnecessarily argumentative. What is your question?
The question is the same thing I asked everybody, that this is being called the empowering voters to stop Trump's power grab. Every other candidate has answered this question. This is not
correct. And I said I support it.
So, and the question is, what do you say to the 40% of voters who voted for Trump?
Oh, I'm happy to say that. It's the do you need them to win part that I don't understand. I'm happy to answer the question as you have it written, and I'll answer it.
And we've also asked the other candidates, do you think you need any of those 40% of California voters to win? And you're saying, no, you don't.
No, I'm saying I'm going to try to win every vote I can. And what I'm saying to you is that...
Well, to those voters, okay, so you...
I don't want to keep doing this. I'm going to call it. Okay. Thank you.
You're not going to do the interview with us?
Nope, not like this. I'm not. Not with 7 follow-ups to every single question you ask.
Every other candidate has answered.
I don't care. I don't care. I want to have a pleasant, positive conversation in which you ask me about every issue on this list. And if every question you're going to make up a follow-up question, then we're never going to get there.
Ms.
And
Porter,
we're just going to circle around.
I am an investigative
I have never had to do
reporter.
this before, ever.
You've never had to have a conversation with
to end
a
an
reporter?
interview.
Okay, but every other candidate has done this.
What part of, I'm me, I'm running for governor because I'm a leader. So I am going to make...
So you're not going to answer questions from reporters? Okay, why don't we go through? I will continue to ask follow-up questions because that's my job as a journalist, but I will go through and ask these, and if you don't want to answer, you don't want to answer. So nearly every legislative...
I don't want to have an unhappy experience with you, and I don't want this all on camera.
I don't want to have an unhappy experience with you either. I would love to continue to ask these questions so that we can show our viewers what every candidate feels about every one of these issues that they care about.
You know, in typical leftist fashion, these people can't handle just basic interviews with basic questions that aren't perfectly curated to every little whim they have, every little way you have to say something to be sensitive to bullshit arguments that they really don't have, but they have to curate it with the interviewer to make sure that everything goes perfectly. If she can't handle that, I wonder what else she can't handle. Oh, imagine that. Her marriage. She couldn't handle that either. In divorce filings, the husband said that she would hit him, hurt him, throw things at him, had a major rage problem, even to the point where she smeared scalding hot mashed potatoes all over his bald head. What a fucking lunatic.
632, which is how much you save in fuel and maintenance costs when you replace your traditional car with an EV, with an electric vehicle. So I lease a Chevy Bolt. It is the best car that I have ever owned. I just plug it into the garage, 3-hole prong plug, and I never have to go to the gas station.
That's awesome. And $632 is real money. And I know here at UCI, we have a National Fuel Center Research Center, and they're also doing work on how to make electric vehicles affordable, including for low and moderate income people, working moms, single moms like me, people who really could benefit from an extra $632 in their pocket. And it's also not just the individual savings, but it's also the total savings for our economy. So I'm on the oversight committee, you might know, and that is where we did a study recently this fall in September. And what it showed is if we don't electrify our transportation sector, that we're going to lose more than 500,000 Californians dying prematurely to air pollution and other problems. And the state could lose. Get out of my fucking shot.
I wanted to tell you that that's actually incorrect. It's not that it's electric vehicles. It's that if we don't meet the commitments under the Paris Climate Accord.
Okay, it does. Okay, you also were in my shot before that. Stay out of my shot. Okay, I'm going to start again with electric vehicles saving us money.
Perfect.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, these Democrats are the most unhinged, fake, disingenuous people I've ever seen. You can say whatever you want about the Republicans. I'm not a huge fan of them either. I'm an independent, but at least they say what they mean and mean what they say. Some things they say aren't very popular, but they still say that shit. They have principles. They'll die on those hills, even if it splits, the vote for them. These Democrats force feed a fake personality, a fake agenda, fake convictions they hold, fake opinions they hold, just to feed the mob whatever they think the mob wants to hear. But behind closed doors, under a very thinly veiled layer of bullshit, it's basically makeup that the media, the mainstream media, and all of their handlers apply to their dumbass face just to kind of give you the opinion, or give you the I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? Not really the opinion, but kind of the facade that these people are regular, you and me. They're just like us. They're regular people just trying to serve their country. These people are actors. They are the epitome of a it's I'm struggling for the words because I'm so frustrated with this shit. Where they're little puppets, and the puppet masters are just playing with the strings, making the little puppet do whatever it wants to do or whatever it thinks it's supposed to do. And I can't believe that 30-40% of the country falls for this shit. I'd rather vote for someone who has some things that really I don't love all that much, but at least they mean it, they say it, and they're gonna fucking do it. These people will say whatever they need to say, do whatever they need to do to gain a little bit of power, and as soon as they're in power, the rageful bullshit that's just under that thin veil is immediately exposed, like these people.
For years, Porter has contended with accusations that she is a difficult boss, abusive to her employees, unrelated domestic disputes. Porter said she's striving to do better. Look at that. Here's another one that they just released.
Oh yes, this is why I didn't want to. I need the light.
Here's Katie Porter trying to do a Zoom conference.
Oh yes, this is why I didn't want to. I need the lights off, the bright lights. I'm so sorry, but I am about to get on. Bernard, I need you to turn these off. These that are killing me. Hang on 1 second, everybody.
No, we should put the computer up on it.
Yes, we should have. Yes. Okay, everybody. I'm not that dark.
It's too dark.
Just a minute.
Oh, man.
Okay, everybody, I'm sorry about that. I am in a TV studio getting ready to go on Cuomo. And so I had all those studio lights on me and I couldn't see myself.
She just loves herself so much. She's so nice. The passive aggressiveness, the rage right under the surface. Is there anyone more unlikable than Katie Porter? I'm hereby nominating her for Karen of the Year. Today's viewers were offended, repeatedly compared Katie Porter to a potato. But the most offensive thing is comparing Katie Porter to Katie Porter. Man, get the F out of my effing shot. These people, they're so passive aggressive. The rage is like right beneath the surface. And they're the ones who like tell you they care so much. They care, but they can't treat their dogs right. If they're Hassan Piker, they're like electrocuting their dogs live on the stream. If they're Katie Porter, they're like shrieking at their staff. Their staff doesn't make a lot of money, right? Katie Porter, I need the lights off. The bright lights. I need you to turn these off. They're killing me. Not that dark. Look at the photo. The poor staffer, once again, wearing the mask and sprinting out of the shot.
When they cut the lights in that last clip, and she said, not that dark, they had to cut the feed and totally switch rooms. What do you think she was like when they cut that feed and you couldn't hear what she was saying? Do you think she was nice to everyone? Do you think she was like, oh, guys, I'm sorry. Yeah, we didn't quite get it right. Let's move rooms. Maybe the lighting will be a little bit better. Or did she say, who the fuck put these lights here? Who the fuck did this? I want to know who they are. I want their fucking ass. You don't get a lunch break for a fucking month. I can't believe you did this, embarrassing me. Like, that's what these people are like. That's how they treat the people that are helping them get elected. How do you think they're going to treat you as a citizen that has no power over them whatsoever at all? These people are fucking monsters, and I hate every last fucking one of them. Hey guys, I love you though. No one ever sees my videos. I got no views, no subscribers. Nobody watches my shit. But I'll tell you what, I watch other people's videos and they'll have 10,000, 20,000 subscribers, a bunch of views, and their video is dog shit. I mean, I'm sorry to say, but it's just like very poorly done. And I know I'm an amateur and everything, but like your videos suck. And my videos get no views. Hey, maybe I suck. Maybe I suck. But I need you guys to share this, click those buttons, do that shit. I'll see you guys on the next one. Expose these Democrats. They're fucking disgusting. They're really sick.